Breaking Stereotype and Reaching Everyone. August 22, 2013. Wes. With apologies to the readers, I'd like to make a potentially long note to the Pleiadians before we commence the interview. Lately, dear Pleiadians, I've been surfacing a state of unrest with the role I'm playing in humanity's ascension. Of course, you know all about it, but I'm mentioning and discussing it for the benefit of the readers. I've found a self-instated barrier of sorts thrown up around myself when it comes to channeling you at times, and I recognize now that this is because I feel myself ready to reach the world in much more direct ways than I and we have up to this point. I've wondered if I couldn't perhaps serve humanity in much more direct ways if I were to focus on more direct methods of actively assisting humanity, and in thinking this, I surfaced my personal understanding that much of what's expressed through channels can seem fantastical or fictional to the overall broader perception I'd like to be able to reach. As it stands right now, so many people still don't believe in channels, and even many believers seem to look toward your communications or those of the galactics in general as something that takes our focus away from our inner realms and abilities. For a lot of people, the idea of channeled messages from galactic sources is riddled with predictions that haven't come about and a perceived outward focus on you, rather than tapping into one's personal power. Now obviously, I know that you've advised against looking toward anyone other than oneself consistently, but some who haven't considered the validity of your messages tend to be of the firm stereotypical belief that focus on the galactics or channels equates to outward focus, which would naturally equate to employing distortion. Channeling as a whole hasn't yet been accepted by even many spiritual seekers, and if I can be perfectly truthful, my aim in helping this planet is to reach everybody. So as you know, I've been steadily thinking about this for a very long time, and shortly before sitting down to have this interview, I reached an incredible epiphany that I'm still processing. As an awakening individual, it's up to me to help the general public become aware of the assistance being given by you galactics and by the company of heaven overall. In a sober, approachable manner, it's up to me to do absolutely everything I can to break stereotype and present you, and the company of heaven overall in as clear and understandable of a manner as possible. Dear Pleiadians, I'm ready to go against the curve and do all I can to break the stereotypes surrounding your communications and channeled messages in general. I basically reached a make or break point where I could have considered leaving channeling overall to seek a more direct way to help inform every facet of the public, and then it hit me like a ton of bricks. My task as an awakening soul and as a channel for the company of heaven is to reach the public as directly and coherently as I possibly can, and to help formulate a widespread understanding of channels and the galactics in a way that breaks the stereotypical belief that you're only about fancy words or sensationalism. I know that you've told me there's nothing wrong with seeking other avenues of assisting humanity if channeling you no longer resonates with me, but I want to strengthen the pioneering and presenting of this specific facet of humanity's spiritual revolution as much as I can, by offering myself in full service to helping humanity understand the reality of your existence. This is the path I choose to take, and I recognize that it could be difficult to reach everybody and really work to break all of the hype and stereotypes surrounding your existence and channeling overall, but I seek to offer myself nonetheless. If you'd like, I'm wondering if you could give us your thoughts on this matter. The Pleiadian High Council. You've been performing much inner searching, dear Wesley, and we're happy to see you reach the conclusion you've always been meant to reach. Ironing out the wrinkles. Indeed, we understand that there have been hiccups and difficulties along the way of delivering our communications, and we too seek to iron out the wrinkles and help humanity understand our existence and the love and assistance we wish to offer you in as direct of a way as we, you and every other awakening soul can help bring such understandings about. We should mention that there are many other avenues of your existence as spiritual beings repairing your earth to focus on, but we rejoice at the prospect of even one earthly soul becoming open to our energies and the assistance we wish to give. This is because we possess the greatest of love for you, dear souls. and it means more to us than could be expressed that you've individually chosen to open up to the idea of our existence and have offered us the pure earthly love you're coming to be known for throughout the universe. Every one of you can play the strongest role in informing and uplifting, and we stand ready to assist you in any endeavor you each begin from here on out. Wes. Thank you. Now, as an aspect of helping present your existence in a way that's understandable for everyone, I'm wondering if you could address the reasons we're physically unable to perceive of you on our planet as of yet. The Pleiadian High Council. We would be happy to, dear scribe. We are awaiting the lightened collective vibration on the part of humanity to be able to lend and exist openly on your earth with you, because at present, your collective is steeped in lower vibrations that see them yet unable to accommodate the expanded vibration necessary for us to exist on your surface. We exist in the fifth dimension, and cannot enter realms that are more distorted than those we naturally exist in. In the same vein, humanity and even the awakening light workers cannot yet exist entirely in the fifth dimension, because you must gradually reach these realms through learning various lessons and shedding and integrating former aspects of yourselves. The light worker's job. We're so very excited to exist on your world and assist you with cleansing and mitigating the pollution that's been widely manifested and fed, and we look toward the work being done by various light workers to lighten the collective vibration in preparation for humanity's ascension for us to be able to land on your world. We're looking to each of you in every moment to do everything you can to bring about a lightened collective vibration and help inform and awaken your populace. Yes, dear children, predictions have been made and ideas surrounding our disclosure or landing on your world have been looked toward, in some cases, more than looking toward oneself for full validation of the spiritual realms. We recognize and understand that amidst the course of attempting to let you know when our presence could be disclosed or when we could land, even if only temporarily because of the aforementioned collective vibration, and because of potential actions on the part of your cabals in stopping our landings or hurting the earthly humans involved who'd witness them. We've unintentionally allowed some to focus on us rather than their own power and ability. We don't seek to have you fixate yourselves on any source other than the infinite and everlasting you, because we're all God sparks of source who possess incredible power and ability to anchor a supremely pure amount of love everywhere we exist. We encourage focusing yourselves on your personal power and ability, for in doing so, you'll come to know and understand much of what's discussed in so many channeled messages and you'll find personal validation concerning your spiritual existence begin to become endless. We can feel the outward focus given by some to our communications, and we can only be honest in stating that our intention is to help you become aware of the spiritual realms and your sacred power as spiritual beings and God sparks of source. Why hasn't disclosure happened yet? Just as many of you are, we are more than excited for the disclosure of our existence to come about on your world, and if you'd allow us to, dear scribe, we'd like to get into a discussion of just why our existence hasn't yet been disclosed. If we could only communicate the complexity involved in bringing your future about and bringing our existence to the forefront of the collective consciousness, then you would understand why our presence hasn't yet been formally acknowledged. We could point to many of the smaller disclosures that have been made recently, as well as the progress being made in helping the public understand the reality and suppression of knowledge concerning our existence. However, we know that the majority of light workers awaiting our existence to be disclosed await just that, in a widespread manner. Our existence is beginning to be understood more, as more souls who've been involved with secretive government projects wherein they learned about our existence and so many other things, have been stepping up to reveal what they've come to understand. In so many areas of your society, changes related to other avenues of your entrance into the higher dimensions are being worked on around the clock, and the awakening humanity is increasingly coming to understand your ability to work with as much of yourselves as possible to help your collective awaken. We continue to watch with love from the higher dimensions as your collective becomes increasingly aware of our presence, and we can say with love that a real acknowledgement of such presence and an admission of what's been covered up on the part of your governments is not far off. In the face of this, We ask you not to focus yourselves on manifestations and dates as you once did, and to simply enjoy the infinite and bountiful moment of now and the fact that the reality around you is evolving. Focus on your active evolution into the realms of spirit, dearest souls, for this is much more important than the disclosure of our existence, which will indeed aid such evolution. You can bring about disclosure. Dearest scribe, we recognize and love the fact that you wish to inform humanity of us in much more direct ways than you previously have, but understand as well that there's so much more to discuss and be involved in. Ultimately, your desire to help humanity understand channels will be one facet of the mission you and so many others choose to perform. Focus yourselves if you wish, on disclosing our existence to humanity and helping everyone to understand such existence, and understand as well that so much more exists in regards to the spiritual realms and humanity's evolution. Beyond us in the fifth dimension, there are so many more souls for humanity to open up to. There are so many other beings to connect with and bring through energy from, and dearest scribe, what you seek is an expansion of the role you've taken upon yourself. Wes. Thank you for your explanation. Beyond the personal proof I've been given, is there a way we who seek to help validate your existence can prove that you exist to those who might not believe? The Pleiadian High Council. Dear scribe, one of the problems with providing physical proof of our existence is that we don't exist in your physical reality. The extent of suppression prevents open contact. We can happily offer personal sightings of our craft and sightings to groups and people who are able to record what they witness, but in regards to directly showing ourselves, or offering direct and undeniable proof of our existence, this can't yet be provided because of the difference in vibration between us and you and because of the extent to which your cabals have suppressed knowledge related to our existence. So very much has been hidden from your minds and hearts, and if humanity could see past the distraction that's run rampant in your society, and come to find an uninhibited understanding of your inner realms and your potential to grow into greater perceptual understandings, then we'd be able to be with you happily and provide all the evidence required. The biggest difficulty with providing evidence of our existence to a different dimension is the sheer difference in vibration. This hasn't stopped us from sowing advanced technologies and understandings on your planet for so very long, as your collective vibration has been allowing enough for temporary contacts with souls who'd long communicated with us telepathically before we made such contacts. This is the manner in which we contact humanity. By first connecting with souls via their telepathic ability and eventually landing and meeting them when their vibration has become lightened and allowing enough for our presence. In your past, we could do this relatively easily depending on the extent to which your civilizations were lost in the muck of unawareness. In this day and age on your world, there are advanced security measures taken in your air and near the bases we take in your mountains and underneath your large bodies of water, to see that we don't make bold or brazen contacts. Of course, your cabal's measures can't and won't stop us from making such contacts. It's simply that they've threatened violence against souls who'd witness our craft or experience personal contact with us, and we must be very careful when giving sightings. The collective vibration alone is enough to keep us away from your ground for the moment, and this is why each of you is tasked with helping lighten it. Beyond this, the strict security measures taken by your cabals and your militaries, as well as the incredible extent to which they've suppressed evidence of our existence, has equated to a temporary inability for us to exist directly on your surface. Your evolution is our goal. However, upon opening up to one's inner realms, one will find brimming communications and energies from us and so many others, and your cabals cannot stop the lightning collective vibration or the eventual disclosure of our existence. If we could communicate just how much has been hidden from you and just how much has been suppressed, as well as the extent to which your cabals have worked to keep the suppression going, then you'd understand why it's as difficult as it is for us to give personal sightings and contacts. Even still, we persevere in doing just that, and as the collective vibration continues to lighten, we can happily say to expect more sightings and eventually, personal contacts. From the realms of spirit, We seek to help humanity evolve as we encourage understanding your power and utilizing it for the greatest good of your planet. Ultimately, the evolution of your species is the goal we have in mind, and whether this is brought about by the lightworkers raising the planetary vibration with no mention of our existence or with active mention of it, your ascension is still to occur and you will still be awakened to our existence and that of so many other beings and collectives. Wes. Thank you, dear Pleiadians. Recognizing the reality of your existence and choosing not to focus myself on outward expectation, I'm ready to devote myself to helping the world understand what I've come to know and believe in the direct ways I've been able to. The Pleiadian High Council. You're embracing a personal expansion of yourself, dear Wesley, and the expansion you're feeling can be expected to pick up in many light workers and awakening souls. You're each being activated for your greater missions at this time, and we wholeheartedly encourage expansion and understanding that you, as an individual, possess the power of 1,000,000 men. One happy facet of the light forces. We don't exaggerate when we say this, dear souls, as your power goes beyond what you've been led to believe. We thank you for your desire to help humanity understand our existence, dear Wesley, and encourage you to seek as many avenues of spiritual assistance as you wish to. We encourage active exploration of every facet of the higher dimensions and your ascension into them, as again, we're but one happy facet of the light forces assisting humanity. We'll continue to offer advice and insight, as our ultimate goal is and will forever be to see you each reach the understandings we've been blessed with reaching. As we make our final impressions for this communication, we express that your deepened perceptions are to increase to the extent of leaving you in awe. Your active embrace of the spiritual realms can herald an incredible increased perception, and we leave now with love as we continue to watch you go about your earthly experience and find the realms of full consciousness once again. Wes. Thank you so much to the Pleiadian High Council. The rest of our world is in need of being opened up to everything that's been hidden, and I no longer seek to cater to any exclusive or specific camp of belief or ideology. Knowing what I know and feeling what I feel, I'm ready to help the entire world understand the existence of the spiritual realms and you galactics in every way I can. wesanak.com. AquariusParadigm.com